on the topic of unlocking the customer value through Martech. Let me first introduce you to our moderator, Mr. Mukul Kaushik. He's the VP Sales from Trackier. And now let me introduce you to our panelist, Ms. Parul Bhargava. She's the CEO from vCommission. Mr. Nimish Raut, he's the consultant head of global partners from Nodwin Gaming. And Mr. Rashmi Ranjan Mishra, he's the business head, brand solutions and ad network relations. Over to you, Mukul.
Thank you, Shivani. Honored and thrilled to be the part. Here they go back.
I am so sorry for the glitch. So I'll just introduce Mr. Arvind as well. So we have Mr. Arvind Sivdas. He's the co-founder and CEO from KabaddiAdda as well. Over to you, Mukul.
We could not hear anything that you said.
Mukul, we can't hear you. I know you are saying something, but we can't hear you. Can you, yes, if you can speak something now.
No, it's not audible.
No.
I think all of us are audible, right?
Yes, I can hear you. Mukul, can you just try once again? Can you just log back?
Hello, everyone. Honored and thrilled to be the part of this panel discussion as a moderator. I hope you all are doing well. I'm Mukul Kaushik and VP Sales at Trackier, responsible for overall revenue generation and expansion into the new markets. In a nutshell, Trackier is an attribution and a partner management technology for mobile and web-based campaigns. It's great to have a versatile panel in here with all the panelists from the entertainment, esports, distribution, technology platform, and the leading ad network side. So looking forward to a great session with you all. So sessions after lunch can be a bit difficult sometimes, but I'll make sure that no one feels sleepy here. So just to set up the context, right, we'll talk a bit about the role of marketing in unlocking the greater customer value and various channels of marketing that brands leverage to accelerate their growth. So I would like the panelists to introduce themselves and tell the audience about a bit like how they started their journey in the digital space. And post that we'll have discuss about few topics and we'll end up with certain questions from the audience. So we can start off with Mrs. Parul Bhargava, CEO of vCommission, followed by Mr. Ranjan Mishra, Business Head Nazara Games, Mr. Arvind Sivdas, CEO KabaddiAdda, and Mr. Nimish Raut, Head of Global Partnership in Nodwin Games. So over to you, Mrs. Parul.
Thank you, everyone. I hope I'm audible loud and clear. Good afternoon. So, as you all can see, my name is Parul Bhargava. I'm co-founder and CEO of vCommission. We are an affiliate network established a decade and a half ago, and we help brands use affiliate marketing to grow their acquisition strategies and also marketing ROI. I think I'll talk more about myself as the panel progresses. Over to you, Rashmi.
Hi guys, good afternoon. Myself, Ranjan Mishra, and I lead the business and overall revenue for Nazara free-to-play gaming division. And as you all know, Nazara is one of the largest gaming and sports media company in India and the Southeast Asia. And I have started my journey with digital and mobile ecosystem 15 years back with a company called Cellent Technology. And so I'm very excited to be part of this esteemed panel and look forward to it.
Over to you, Arvind.
Thanks, yeah. So very simply. Yeah. So very simply, to get more people in the country to and that's what we do. That's what we do. Our intent is just like a popular scooter able. So here there is a lot that can be done. The audience interest. That's really how I do. It's a little different from all of them. I have to hand over to share out.
Over to you, Nimish.
Well, there's a lot of echo that comes back. So, I'm from a sports marketing background. I think others are interested in gaming for a long time, and now currently look after the partnerships at a global level for Nodwin.
All right. So it's a great pleasure to have you all here. So I'll start off with my first question with Rashmi. So Rashmi, there's a lot around there has been a tremendous growth. So how has Martech with this? And
there's a lot of drop in your sound, Mukul. The audio is not clear.
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm audible now?
Yes, better.
So Rashmi, there's a lot of buzz around Nazara in recent times, and we've seen tremendous growth over the course of time. So how has Martech been an exclamation point in this? And what are the challenges that you think a normal marketer face while adopting Martech in different stacks in it?
Sure. So as you rightly said, the gaming, all we have been talking that gaming would happen, but now finally, gaming has happened in India, and everywhere people are talking about it. There are a lot of buzz around it, and the gaming ecosystem is exploding. So having said that, for gaming or for any mobile or digital ecosystem, Martech, I would say, important a key aspect for any marketer. So eventually, as you know, 60% of the population there are part of the internet and mobile digital ecosystem of the world. So Martech has become the best friend of every marketeers. So when I say Martech, it is something which is a technology, marketing technology, which has been helping marketeers and the brand owners to reach out to their target audience in most effective in a right way, right manner, the right place, at ease and at scale. So that is the essence of Martech, I would say. So coming back to the point that you raised right now, the challenges. There are a lot of challenges. Obviously, there are a lot of aspects. Brand marketers or the brand owners, they have to take care before taking care or before onboarding a partner for the providing a martech solutions for their brands and to help them achieve their marketing goals. And we would definitely discuss going further with the session. So there are a couple of things I quickly highlight. One is that finding out a right partner. Secondly, finding out the strategy which you need, the feature you need for a partner to help you in establishing your consumer connect. And the third thing could be the commercial, how commercial viable it is for you. And the fourth, the last but not the least, how easy it is used for you to, or for your team to use for your daily consumer tracking their behavior, tracking the engagement, retention, which will help you ultimately increase your revenue. So these are the 4 5 things I would say is not challenge. We have to be very cautious, we have to be very careful while going ahead with any martech solution.
Well said, Rashmi. So, since you mentioned about the partners and getting in touch with the greater customer audience in that case, so my next question would be for Parul. Since you have been working with a lot of brands and also more than thousands of affiliates over a decade of time now, so what, according to you, are the challenges that you think are the marketers
Mukul, I'm
facing?
extremely sorry. May I come in? I think it is coming from your side. So if you have multiple tabs open on your screen, you can close it.
Sorry, there's a lot of echo coming.
Yes. So if any of you have multiple tabs open, close it. Okay, I'll just be on mute.
Guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There's still a lot of echo coming.
Well, I could kind. Okay, I think I'm echoing as well. If my voice is better now, can I continue or is it echoing?
I think you can continue, Parul. You are audible.
Okay, cool. So I think I'll talk about my bit since I could kind of make out that Mukul is referring out. So, well, Martech, within of Martech, what we do at vCommission is affiliate marketing, and that is what we've been doing conventionally for the last decade and a half. iGaming, particularly, if you ask me, we've seen an upsurge and we've seen a growth. We've seen more acceptance, especially towards India as a market, especially in the last 18 months or so. I've seen a variety of interesting brands, interesting type of games within of the gaming sector express their interest in India as a market. Some of them are legal in India and they go forward with it. Most of them are not legal in the country, and I think that's a big area where we still have to figure out how to proceed with such techniques. However, I'll talk about very interesting brands that we see entering into the Indian specializing or who are customizing their games for the India region. Like there are poker clients who are customizing theme parties. There are betting clients who are talking about model like Dream 11. So I think it's an interesting space to be in. And what we at vCommission especially do is affiliate, which is client acquisition, and then work with the brand on lifetime value of a user that they acquire. So within a Martech affiliate is I think what I specialize.
Okay.
If I could answer your question as much as I understand.
Pretty well, yeah. So my next would be for Arvind. So since you are doing a great job while doing your business for India's very own sport, that is the Kabaddi. So you set up a platform that is trying to get the players, the fans, and of course the federation of Kabaddi and sponsors all together, right? So what challenges have you seen so far while adopting Martech in the journey so far?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, Arvind.
Okay. Just a lot of.
Sorry.
Okay, I hear you. So I don't know how my.
There's a lot of echo still. I can.
I don't know why. So is
Is everyone having this echo around?
Sorry, Mukul.
I'm asking, do other panelists also have this echo around?
Yeah.
Yes, slightly. I can feel that.
Yeah.
See, I feel like every time I speak, I can hear myself.
It's happening.
I think we can just reschedule different time. Maybe like log in 10 minutes. Close the software and log in 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe we can try that.
What are we doing? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Over to you, Mukul.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mukul
Yes.
Kaushik, VP Sales at Trackier, and I'm responsible for overall revenue generation and expansion into the new markets. And at Trackier, we are a mobile attribution and a partner management technology that takes care of your web and performance-based campaigns. I'm honored and thrilled to be the part of this panel alongside great panelists from the leading ad network. Then we have esports, entertainment, distribution, and technology platform. And looking forward to a great session with all you guys. Just to set the context right, we'll talk a bit about Martech, how we unlock the greater customer value through it, and various channels that brands leverage to accelerate their growth. So I would like my panelists to introduce themselves first and tell the audience about how they started their journey in the digital space. Post that, we'll discuss a bit about certain topics, and at the end, we'll take a few questions from the audience. So we can start off with Mrs. Parul Bhargava, CEO vCommission, followed by Mr. Rashmi Ranjan Mishra, Business Head Nazara Games, Mr. Arvind Sivdas, CEO KabaddiAdda, Mr. Nimish Raut, Head of Global Partnership Nodwin Gaming. Over to you, Mrs. Parul.
Thanks, Mukul. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Parul, and I'm the co-founder and CEO for vCommission. We are a leading affiliate network, and we help brands with acquisition and performance marketing. I started my career with I started my career a decade and a half ago with vCommission itself, and affiliate is all that I've been doing for the past 15 years. Very excited to be in this industry, and every day it doesn't fail to surprise me. Looking forward to a great panel. Over to you, Rashmi.
Hi, folks. Good afternoon. Myself, Rashmi Ranjan Mishra. I lead the free-to-play gaming business for Nazara Games, and yes, I'm quite excited about this space. I've been in this ecosystem for last 15 years, almost 15 years, and yeah, so I've been with Nazara for last 5 years. So quite excited about this space and quite hopeful that things would, going in the right direction so far as the online gaming piece is concerned. Over to you, Arvind. I think Arvind is not online, if I'm not wrong. Mukul, you can start. I think.
All right. So is Nimish in? I don't really know if he's in.
Hi Mukul, is there anything because we can't hear you?
We're waiting for Arvind and Nimish to just chip in.
Fine. I mean, we just gave them a call, so expecting them in a moment. Meanwhile, you can resume your discussion, please.
All right, for sure. So I'll point my first question to Rashmi towards you. So what has been an acceleration point in the growth of Nazara? So we've seen a lot of buzz in the recent times, and what challenges you think that you guys have faced in just adopting the Martech for the Nazara games, and the role that eventually led to such a growth that we've seen over the course of time?
Well, so Mukul, as we all know, the gaming has happened, and we all have been hearing that gaming would happen in India and the world, and gaming has happened actually, and everybody's talking about gaming. If you talk about any brands, you talk about any marketeer, they talk about gaming. So the biggest the point, the advertise of the market is that people are finding it very interesting, very exciting to spend their time, to spend their uh, so gaming is one of the best alternative for them to to consume content, consume their and people are excited about the space. Everybody's excited about the space. So if you talk about Martech and gaming, I would say Martech for any digital or mobile ecosystem. So plays a very important role. Why? Because it helps you reach out to your target audience in a most effective manner, at ease and at scale, without any human intervention. So I think that is the key. Since 60%, more than 60% of the people of the globe, they're online and they're using mobile. Most of them are using a mobile. So it is the best tool, I would say, is the best tool, the best friend of marketers, I would say, to send out personalized communication to improve the retention and engagement, and ultimately the revenue for your for your brand of your business. So that is the key challenge, the key problem the Martech is helping us to resolve, address. So I think without Martech, the technology, the marketing technology, all these personalized communication, talking to your customer at the right time, right moment, and with ease at scale is not doable. If you want to grow your retention, your engagement, and monetization, so Martech can help you. And I'd also like to mention, 10 years back, we talk about bulk emailing, bulk notification, right? So all these bulk I would say era is gone. Right now, there's no place for fit for all sides. You have to talk to your customer in a personalized fashion. They cannot be a fit for all sides, right? You have to understand their persona, you have to understand their behavior, you have to understand their pattern, how they're consuming content. Then you have to address them. You have to entice them for your with your product and to your product. So that's, I think that's the key which Martech to as a tool can address.
Also, after the post-COVID times, we have seen a tremendous growth for the entire gaming ecosystem, and that is, of course, adding to what you've mentioned about, right? So, over to you, Parul. So, since you have been working with a lot of brands and thousands of affiliates for over the decade of time that you already mentioned, so what specific challenges you have come across while adopting the smart tech and the ed tech space, and what went through all of this journey across?
Sure. So I work in a very specialized field of Martech called affiliate marketing, also known as performance marketing. I think before I talk about challenges, I would definitely like to talk about how I've seen gaming being adopted, at the in the industry at a much faster pace, especially in the past 18 months. So since COVID happened and the world was forced to go into lockdown, and marketing being one of those channels which can be digital end to end, I think running a performance marketing company, I've seen a lot of interesting entrants into the space, especially in the Indian affiliate space. And the whole scenario has been very exciting, to understand how companies are looking at performance marketing to grow their user acquisition, also to track the lifetime value of the users that they are acquiring. So, definitely it is an exciting time for, especially the gaming industry. Now, when we talk about challenges, I think in gaming, when I talk about affiliate as a whole, the adoption of new games in India definitely becomes a challenge when brands tend to talk about user acquisition costs and lifetime value, especially for new games that are not that the Indian audience is not very well versed with. So I think that's a challenge that I think I see, and also the freedom to try different media, because within of Martech, especially within of affiliate marketing, also there are various arenas. There are different marketing methods that we can try, and sometimes limiting to one or the other mode, is a challenge, I believe.
Of course, yes. So since we have entered a new world wherein around like 50% of the entire population is also on the social media, then you have a huge scope of around 4 billion potential customers for different brands to acquire in every such industry, right? So how do you think the brands can unlock the true value of marketing automation in this such kind of scenario where a lot of players coming online and everything getting in the digital? For you, Parul. Yeah.
Okay. So I believe, I work with a lot of global brands, and I believe for anyone to get started in affiliate marketing, I'll answer my questions within of the affiliate marketing perspective, because that is what, I consider as my area of expertise.
Okay.
I do not consider digital marketing 360 degree as as an area of my expertise, as it's a very, very vast field. So I think when I talk about affiliate marketing, and when I work with brands who are getting to start, who are wanting to start affiliate for their brand, it is very, very important to understand the funnel first, because affiliate marketing might look like a very lucrative field, and everyone, a new brand definitely thinks that for any rupee spent, I will definitely get ROI, and it is a no risk medium of advertisement. Absolutely it is, but it needs to be understand and strategized in a very, very right way. So for new brands that are looking at affiliate marketing, it is very important to know the funnel, and it is very important how you are placing the funnel within the affiliate channel that you're working with. It could be an affiliate network, it could be directly an affiliate that you're working with, it could be any other digital marketing method or platform that you're working for, optimized to a CPA goal. So I feel understanding the funnel of a brand, whether it's a conventional brick and mortar brand or a completely digital company like iGaming or like gaming, I think knowing the funnel is very, very important before anyone gets to talk about ROI, or anyone gets to judge the performance of a particular media over other.
Well said, Parul, because in performance, you have to have the end-to-end entire user journey. Then you have to have this right set of reportings that, of course, drive the best ROS report for the advertisers, and also to give the payouts to your publisher partners as well. So I don't think we have Nimish and Arvind still, so it's more of a fire chat instead of a panel discussion now. So it would be for you, Rashmi. So what are your takes on this? So how do you think that brand can unlock the true value of marketing automation as per your?
See, yeah. So Mukul, I just said earlier, the gaming. I'll talk from the gaming perspective and from the Indian perspective rather. So as we all know, there are 400 million plus gamers in India, and people are spending a lot of billions of games have been getting downloaded. And India is the one of the top three largest market, I would say, in the world. So Martech in gaming, if I want to answer in that way, then Martech can help the gaming companies, the gaming firms in different manner. Actually, the major thing could be, how do you drive your player engagement, right? How do you re-engage with your inactive players who are not coming to your app in last 7 days or 10 days or 15 days? And the third thing is, how do you churn? How do you arrest your churn? If you understand where is the problem, where the player is dropping off, at what point of time the player is having the problem, they're not able to communicate with your gaming content, then only you will to address the churn problem, right? And the fourth thing could be is that how do you automate multiple, or they call it omni-channel marketing communication, right? Let's say if you're playing a game, I'll just give an example. Let's say you download a quiz game, simple quiz game. Then first thing could be that should be a walkthrough, virtual walkthrough, that hey, these are the area, these are the features which are available, these are the gratification which is available, these are the levels of to pay, this is the contest module. So you have to give a customer a 360 view of your app, right? That is to a virtual walkthrough, or they call it walkthrough economy, right? So that is one. Second thing is that how do you inform and get your audience to the right stage and understand that what is their problem, where they're finding it difficult, or they're not able to understand what is your user interface, UI and UX problem. Then only you can able to track. So you have to understand that point. So there only I think Martech can be a great help, where you want to understand your consumer problem and address them, and thereby you improve your monetization and your retention and monetization eventually. So that is something. I think these are the couple of areas where Martech can greatly help the gaming companies to grow their revenues, grow their LTV, and by reducing the churn rate.
Of course, for the gaming advertisers, you have to track out multiple events. Then you have to check out the deposit, targeting, personalization, channel strategy. Data is, of course, that does play an important role in this. So, despite the economic disruption that was caused by COVID-19, of course, is being caused lately. So, the marketing technology continued to be the largest proportion of the company's marketing budget, right? So, I'd like to ask from you, Rashmi. So, in your choice, what can be a right Martech stack? So, there has to be multiple set of tools that are involved in various aspects, right? There have to be a CMS, then you have multiple set of tools like for SEO, then customer engagement, lead generation, maybe tracking. So, what all aspects do you think, and what all could be a right Martech stacks for that you would suggest?
Well, so to address this question, I would say there is no fit for all size, right? It is actually depending upon your scale and size of the business, and what kind of app. If you are an e-commerce app, you are a gaming app, you are a OTT app, you are a online streaming app. What kind of app you are operating in? It depends on that. What kind of features you want. So you probably need all the features of a Martech tool, or you may not need all the features. It depending upon that. Let's say you want analytics. What all analytics you want? What kind of integration you want to be, your Martech tool, how you want to integrate the tool. Then how do you want to track your customer data? How do you want the CDP platform? And what are the listening tools you want? What are the channels you want? SMS, push notification, in-app messaging, bulk, WhatsApp, or your you call that push notification, in-app messaging. What all omni-channel messaging platform you want? So depending upon that, you have to select the partners. And also I would also like to mention, it is based on your requirement. You have to find how commercially viable it is, because that is something is very critical. You have to find a tool which actually suits your requirement and suits your budget. That is very important for you while selecting a partner. And ultimately, the best thing the point I would like to mention, that the most important thing is that how your internal team is utilizing that platform, understanding the features, understanding the process, how they're utilizing to solve your business problem. I think that is most critical.
Brilliant, Rashmi. Yeah. So for Paul, since you have been very closely working with the advertisers and of course the publisher partners, so what according to you can be the best modes or the channels of marketing that you think that brand can leverage the best out of their entire marketing budget that they want to spend on? From a performance perspective, of course.
Yes. So in affiliate, I feel there are a different variety of affiliates that can work. Like Rashmi said earlier, there was a time when bulk SMS and such bulk emailing kind of strategies were working. I would like to add that in this era also, sometimes bulk contacting, however that might be, through SMS or push or WhatsApp or Telegram, as we are seeing as an emerging channel. I think that is still working. I'm answering in the perspective of gaming sector alone. for the sake of this panel, though we work with huge variety of advertisers, mainstream as well. But for iGaming, I feel that we've seen affiliates who have SMS database, who have Telegram channels. For them, the gaming sector is still converting very, very well. They are able to build communities. They are able to educate their communities for different kind of games that are running in the market. Now, depending on the advertiser's goal, whether it is a user acquisition or a depositing player, depending on that, we optimize and we take our own time to work with the affiliate to see that we reach the goal that is expected out of us. But in the gaming sector, I think this is one thing that is working very, very well. Another media that we've seen working well in the sector is also native advertisement, where along with quirky ad titles and along with quirky ads and a specialized landing page explaining what the brand is trying to achieve, I think that can also add value to gaming clients a lot. So for the gaming industry particularly, the kind of affiliates that we see maximum success with is bulk emailing or Telegram channels or native as a media.
Got it. Yeah, of course. So there are multiple channels like you mentioned, native, and of course emails. Then SMS also the one that do a lot of gaming partners go ahead with. So Rashmi, over to you. So your key consideration to choosing a right marketing mix for Martech, either build or buy. What you would go ahead with?
See, as I said earlier, Mukul, it completely depends that what is your need of the business, right? And how you want to replicate the model and how you want to utilize the tool and what is your objective. So accordingly, based on that, you have to choose the right method. So some people say that they can build it in-house. Some people say that we should buy it, or on a SaaS model we buy it from some. So there is always a discussion or a argument, right? So we have to find that as a brand owner, we have to find that what is our need. Let's say I have an app where I want to know my customer journey, how my users are churning, how my users are what is the average time spent, how do I activate my inactive players, how do I reach out to my players who are not coming to my app for last 15 days, or how do I let's say send out notification to them, to a push notification to them that's saying that, hey, can you come to this app, come to my app, and saying that can you participate in this contest, or you forgot to log in, right? So all these need or the requirement of each business define the way how you choose your partner, and accordingly you have to, there's a right method. I say the onboarding of a partner and educating their full so that you can utilize the tool in the best possible manner. So these are the key aspects while you get best out of a marketing automation tool.
Great, Rashmi. Yeah, of course, building your own. So there are two aspects, like you mentioned, either you build it or, of course, you outsource it. So building your own suite may or may not unlock a higher level of results that you expect out of it, rather than going on an off-shelf solution that, of course, would require a substantial resourcing, right? So what are your thoughts on this, Parul? So either build it or buy it.
Well, I kind of echo, what Rashmi said. In my opinion, since I run a marketing company, I feel if there is a built to fit kind of a solution that even fits into 60% of the goals, and it is able, and a readily built software is doing 60 to 70% of your work, and you just need to optimize and build around the rest 30% of it, I think that the absolute it would be a no-brainer to go ahead and pick the one that is already built. I personally, function with the thought of why reinvent the wheel. So, if there's something that exists, obviously nothing is custom fit and nothing will be built to suit your needs 100%. But if anything is matching your needs between 60 to 70% also, which can help you achieve the goals you are trying to achieve, whether it is retention, whether it is retargeting, whatever it could be. I feel it's the best to go ahead and rent it out and let the experts do their job. However, if you feel that you are in a disruptive market and what you're trying to do is the first of its kind, like maybe what Nazara would have done decades ago, so I feel that in such scenarios, definitely you need to go ahead and build your own tool custom to your new industry and the changes that you are trying to build in the market. So I think if I go about decision making, that's how I would make decisions.
Of course, because the primarily scaling and growth should be a primary consideration, right? And if you have a culture that embraces the new technology, you just have to need the ability to adapt quickly. That, of course, what it boils down to. So over to you, Rashmi, because it's a kind of a fire chat now, right? So what, according to you, would be the future for Martech?
See, the Martech, the future is definitely bright, because as we all know, the digital ecosystem is growing for all players in the market, be it a e-commerce player, be it a gaming player, be it a OTT or online music streaming company. Everybody need a marketing tool to understand, analyze, converse, listen, converse, and analyze their consumer data, and offer them the right content at the right time, so by improving their retention and engagement. So that is the key objective of every marketer, I would say. So I think Martech tool is definitely the future is bright. Everybody would eventually need it, but it depends that how you want to utilize it in your business and how you want to figure out a commercial structure which is viable for a business. I think that is something needs to be taken into consideration. And I would say gone are those days, the bulk email, bulk SMS we used to do 10 years back. But right now, everybody needs personalized, very targeted, and targeted communication at scale, because we all are talking about scale. So I think marketing tool, there is definitely, it is the need of the hour, that I would say.
So what are your views on this, Parul, about the future of Martech, how it's gonna mold out in the near future from now?
Well, I think Rashmi covered it very well. It depends on the goals. It needs to fit in the commercial structure. It needs to I feel there is no solution that fits all. So depending on the company's goal, tool needs to be picked. And I think a very valid point that he raised in the last sentence was the commercial value. I might like something, I might need something, but if as a business I don't have a commercial output as much as which echoes with my goals, there's no point running after something that's out in the market. So I think I would agree to the same.
Makes sense. Since you guys are doing a tremendous job in your respective fields, so any last note or final remark that you would like to share here for the audience or upcoming marketers that look up to you?
Rashmi, you go first.
Rashmi.
So already we covered most of the things. So as a Martech for the business, as you all know, is imperative, and this has of late has become the CMO's best friend, right? Is the guide for everyone. So I think the digital ecosystem is growing like anything. We have already covered 60% of the global population already on internet. So the scope for any technology which is helping you, making your life easier, and giving you more ROI, more customer lifetime value, that is going to be stay for longer.
To add to Rashmi, I think I would just like to, conclude by saying that Martech makes advertising and marketing much more measurable, and how effective each marketing technique is. We are able to, find that and study deeper into the performance as well as consumer behavior through, plethora of tools that are available in the market today. So it goes without saying that such tools are definitely our magnifying glasses to what different teams and different companies are doing to promote our business. So it's a great tool. It's a helping hand. It makes our life much more exciting beyond Excel sheets and trying to make our own graphs and observations. So I think I look at it that way. But obviously, it should complement the organization's larger goals and what we are trying to achieve. So such magnifying glasses and the variety of information sometimes tend to distract, and sometimes too much information also can be harmful. So I would just like to conclude by saying that though Martech is a beautiful thing that gives us insight into how the business is running and how it should run and helps us plan. However, it should always go hand in hand with companies' goals, and we should look at the right metrics which we want to create an impact with.
Of course, and at the same point of time, the tech providers and the solutions have to kind of stay up to date and evolve to throughout the technology, whatever goes, and that serves what the advertisers, of course, at the end of the day wants to meet up. So yeah, it was pleasure having you guys here.
Thank you, Mukul, for your insights. Thank you, Parul, for sharing your thoughts on the affiliate marketing bit of the entire marketing technology ambit. Thank you, Rashmi, for sharing your thoughts on this issue. Also, thank you for bearing with us during this technical glitch. It would have been a more engaging discussion had Arvind and Nimish would have been there, but somehow we couldn't manage to have them back. But anyways, thank you guys for sharing your thoughts. Quite an enriching one. I would also like to thank our title partners Games 24/7, powered by Apps Flyer in association with Trackier. I'd also like to thank our platinum partners OnePlus, content delivery partner Limelight Networks, supported by Invest India, our knowledge partner Redseer. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.